Welcome to this Zimmwriter review and my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd love to build up my subscriber count, so thanks, and take a look around at some of the other videos when we're done. So Zimmwriter, what is it? It is an AI writer, but it's quite different from the others that are on the market. I've used several different AI writers in the past, and the thing that's unique about Zimmwriter is that the way the developer kind of describes it, it's like the car, and then you connect it to OpenAI, which is like the gas that goes in the car, to make it work. And so a lot of these other AI writers, you have to pay a fairly hefty monthly or yearly fee to use them because they're trying to put it all in one, where instead you connect the Zimmwriter software to OpenAI through an API key, and then you just pay as you go to use OpenAI and to create the content. And I'm going to show you how it works here right now, and we'll talk about pricing here at the end. But let me just open it up. So this is the most current version, and so when you open up the software, this is basically what it's able to do. So let me just kind of give a quick overview. And the cool thing about Zimmwriter is you can create content really anywhere, meaning you can go ahead and create it inside an email, inside a Word doc, inside a notepad, pretty much anywhere, inside a WordPress blog, inside your WordPress blog. You can create it anywhere using this magic command trigger. So we'll go through a few examples of that. There you can continue writing trigger, which is Control-2, and rewrite Control-3, and then you can set up your own commands as well. And then they have a one-click blog writer, which is pretty simple, an SEO blog writer, which we'll go over, a bulk blog writer, which you can literally spit out 10 or 100 blogs. It'll write them for you at one time. If you're into local, they got a great option. I don't really do much of that. And so let's just go ahead and jump in. So first example I'm going to do, we're just going to use this magic command trigger and show you how you can use it in pretty much any situation. So like say I'm writing an email, and what you need to do is just kind of write your prompt, okay? And so I want to write a persuasive email about a new exciting method to make money online. Okay, so let me just highlight this and prompt, and then we're going to hit Control-1 to start the magic command writer. It's going to access OpenAI through the API, and then you can see it puts this nice email together in which you can obviously edit. And if you're promoting a product, you can, right, if you're interested in learning more, click here to get started. So very easy. Here we are inside a Google Doc, and we maybe want to write an outline about how to buy a new bicycle. So I'm going to hit Control-1 again, and it's going to go ahead and put an outline together for me. And look at that, introduction, purpose of the outline, the benefits of buying a new bicycle, set a budget, research bicycle prices, determine an affordable price range, research. Okay, so you see it's got a nice little outline. Let's say we want to write more about the benefits of buying a new bicycle, and so let's go Control-2 to have it write more. And here you go, on the biggest benefits, you can choose exact model, size, design, and so that's how you can go through and use it to, write a paper, write a book, write a blog post, etc. Another example here, I'm inside one of my WordPress blogs, and I want to write a blog post about the best dog toys for aggressive chewers. So let's hit Control-1 again, and we'll see it's going to again access OpenAI and start writing for us. And so there you go. And you can see, I'm not going to read it. You can pause the video and read it yourself, and you can see it's pretty good content. So that is the magic command and the write more and the rewriter. But if we go back, you can see you also have the one-click blog post writer. And so this is, pretty simple, right? You just kind of put what the topic is, and then so they give examples: how to wash a dog, tips to make money online. So let's just go ahead and do that. How to wash a dog. So this is kind of a quick, easy way to, and you can see it's running down here, and it gives you kind of a progress. And so this is kind of the quick and easy way to write a blog post, the one-click blog writer. And then once this is done, we're going to look at the SEO blog writer, because that it can I'm afraid to open it while it's finishing, so let me just let it finish. We'll take a quick look at the bulk blog writer if that's something that's of interest to you. Now when this opens up, it's going to give us our output, and so it's almost done. So let's go ahead and now it should pop open a window here. There we go. And so what you can see, it gives us this output that's in markup form to be used in the Gutenberg editor of WordPress. Okay, so the first thing it says, it used the DaVinci 3. You can use ChatGPT 3, 3.5, or 4 right now. Okay, estimates about 8.5 cents it cost to write this 1,363 word article. Okay, and so here you go. It's got your main, this is a H1 heading, H2, and so basically you can just copy this. I guess let me show you how to do it. It's also got the meta description that you can put in for your blog, and then if you want to create a Midjourney AI import, it gives you the prompt to put in, and you can create that on there if you wish to. So let me go and just show you how simple this is to put into WordPress. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back here. Let me just take all this out. Let's go and create a new post. Is probably the easier way to do it. Let me just add a new post. And then we're going to come down here and Control V, and there you go. It already comes in, properly formatted in the Gutenberg, right? And you can see it goes through and talks about supplies, preparing your dog, wet and lather, rinse and dry, clean, and then it gives a FAQ as well, which is very helpful. Okay. The other nice thing you can do with this is you can, if you have rank math, you can come in here and you can click on let's create a search table and get a table of contents from rank math, and then boom, now you got your table of contents in there as well. So that is how to use the one-click blog post. Let's talk about the SEO blog writer. So this is quite a bit more, right? So here we're going to talk about how to wash a dog. You can set the number of H2 headings you want from 1 to 25. So let's say we want 7. And now as far as your H2 subheading data, you can, if you've done some research and you have keywords that you want to use for those, you can input those yourself down here. You can generate them using OpenAI, or you can do a combination of generating them with OpenAI as well as any competitors that you have, H2, H3s from your competitors, and you'd put those in the box below. So I just usually generate mine using OpenAI. So let's let it go ahead and do that. Oh, there we go. Now this does take a little longer to run. So once we get this set up, okay, so here we go. So there's the H2s it's going to use. Now if you want to add some H3s, you can. So maybe choosing the right shampoo, maybe want a little more detail about that. Maybe a little more detail about that. How long do you want those? The voice. So this is, do you want it to write in a personal tone, using yous and I's, personal uses of you, or more professional, which will avoid the professional pronouns. And then you got a lot of options here. I usually enable lists and tables, and then we can do a FAQ as well. But again, you just hover over the question mark and it tells you what it does. This is helping increase your chances of being detected as real human output and not AI generated. And then the audience personality. So these are, and you can go Google these archetypes, but let's say you want someone who's a caregiver, write in the style of if you want a specific person, or most trusted person, and then you can, if you want, translate it to a different language, and there you go. And here's where you can choose, do we want this in DaVinci, GTP4 or 3.5. I usually do 3.5 right now. And then we're going to hit click start. And it says, okay, I'm going to write it now. It says it usually takes 3 to 7 minutes. So I am going to just talk a little bit more about this and then pause the video, and we'll come back and take a look at the final content once it is done. So again, they do have a bulk blog writer, and I don't know if it'll even open up while it's working. Yeah, it won't since it's working. You can only do one thing at a time with it. But that lets you, put in multiple keywords. So you could say, I want 10 articles, and you have a list of 10, keywords that you want for articles. And then you can kind of go through again all the different settings, and it'll put out 10 articles. SEO, if you're doing local SEO. Yeah, this menu is paused because it's active, right? So you can't do anything until it's done. You can see this does take longer, but usually done within 5 minutes or so. So while we're waiting for that to finish, let's just go talk about pricing, because this is a newer program, and I've used several others that cost quite a bit more. And right now, what they're offering for pricing, they do have a lifetime deal. This is what I picked up, okay? Because it's only $197, and now I have lifetime access, and I only pay for what I use through OpenAI. So you do have to go to OpenAI, create an API key, which is super easy, and they give you an instructional video how to do it. And again, you're going to be paying maybe 5 to 10 cents per article, which is super, super cheap. Okay, so I'll leave links down below for these, and so if you want to check out more detail, you can come over to the sales page and you can read more about it, etc. And then they also, and this is again the lifetime deal, and then they do have a monthly plan as well, which is kind of what they call their ultimate plan, which is basically everything, $10 a month, super cheap compared to other AI writers, or a little more bare bones for $5.97. So this doesn't have the SEO writer like we're using right now, and it doesn't have the bulk writer as well. Okay. So that is pretty reasonable also. I went ahead, like I said, and I just picked up the lifetime because to me it was kind of a no-brainer. I paid a lot more for others that, have an annual plan or whatever. And this is constantly being upgraded. I think I purchased it, it's not even been a month, and I think they've rolled out 3 additional upgrades. They are constantly revising, fine-tuning, improving, and really, really good support. So if you do want to take a look at these, I'll leave links down below. As you can see, it does take a little longer to do the SEO because it's quite a bit more involved. So I am going to pause the video. We're about 18% there, and I'll come back once this has finished. Okay, so the SEO writer finished, and what you can see is the output here. Okay, so it used and again, all this stuff up here is just for information, and you can actually turn these off in the settings area if you don't want this when it outputs. So to use the GPT 3.5 Turbo, that cost less than 5 cents. Okay, so less than 5 cents to generate this article of over 3,000 words. So pretty cool. It took maybe 5 minutes total to generate this 3,200 word article. Now, again, if you want to create an AI image for your article in Midjourney, it gives you the prompt to do that. And then it gives you the meta description for your blog post. And then here it is in markup form. So your H1 tag, H2. Down here it gives you a list, which helps with ranking. Here's your H3. H3 tag, H3 tag, H2. There's probably a table. Again, here's another list. I think I checked table. Another list. And again, you can just copy it. Here's a FAQ section, which again is helpful, and a conclusion. Okay, and so again, you just copy and paste that. The markup, it's for the Gutenberg editor. So again, like in the last example, you just copy and paste it in, and it's already there with all your tags, etc. Now, it's probably good to read through it, make any edits that you need to, etc. But that is how Zimmwriter works in a nutshell. And so I'll leave the links below if you want to check it out. As he keeps improving it, he is going to at some point do away with the lifetime deal. He's made that clear in the Facebook group. And so I think he's using that as kind of, most likely as kind of seed money to keep developing. And so it will go onto a monthly plan. He's working on an option for Mac. Right now it is Windows only. You can use it on Parallels with Mac, but he's going to have a Mac version as well as Windows version. And then at that point, he said he's going to make it only monthly. It'll probably be quite a, well, I shouldn't say quite a bit more, but, it'll be monthly. I'm not sure if it'll stay at the low pricing or if he'll raise the pricing. But it is really good quality output. And if you're interested, I would definitely encourage you to check this out. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up and then subscribe to my channel so you can get more videos as they come out. Thanks so much.